Good morning. Today we are discussing about the chest radiogram. Previously we have seen some X-ray, fundamental knowledge of the chest X-ray, how to identify side. We will discuss some more about the chest X-ray. Look at this X-ray, which are the radical picture. What is your diagnosis? The X-ray chest PA view. It is hyperlucent, means the more dark on the both lung field, depression of the or flattening of the dome of diaphragm, both sides. Rebar more horizontal, and heart is teardrop. X-ray of COPD, rebar more horizontal, diaphragm depressed and flat, teardrop heart, peripheral pruning and central enlargement of the pulmonary vessels. Peripheral pruning means the decreased bronchiovascular marking in the lateral half of the lung field, and main pulmonary and part of the pulmonary artery are enlarged. The pulmonary artery in the inner half of lung is central pulmonary vessels. Lung look more black. All picture favor the COPD. Now the definition of COPD. It is a state characterized by the persistent airflow limitation that usually progressive and associated with the enhanced chronic inflammatory response in the airway and the lung to the noxious particle or gases. COPD is a preventable and treatable disease, but not curable. If you diagnose in the early stage and take a proper measure, the progress of the disease diminishes. So the diagnosis of the COPD in the early stage is more important for the patient life. Now the COPD has two components. One is the emphysema and second is the chronic bronchitis. The definition of the emphysema: it is an abnormal and permanent enlargement of the airspace distal to the terminal bronchiole that is accompanied by the destruction of the airspace wall without obvious fibrosis. Means there is no fibrosis or minimal fibrosis. In the other infective etiology, there is a massive fibrosis. Second is a chronic bronchitis. Chronic productive cough for 3 months in each year of 2 consecutive years with exclusion of the etiology of chronic cough. How to differentiate bronchial asthma and COPD? Bronchial asthma is commonly occurring in the young age, and COPD is after the old age. History of the exposure to the allergen or trigger factor is present in case of the bronchial asthma, and history of the smoking is favor the COPD. Family history favor the bronchial asthma. Family history is negative. Symptom is variable, worse at late night or early morning. Symptom is persistent and progressive. And the patient has a shortness of breath, grade 2. Later, patient of COPD may have shortness of breath, grade 3 or 4, but not grade 1, means the symptom is persistent in case of the COPD, but in the case of the bronchial asthma, symptom is variable. Sometimes patient is asymptomatic between the two episodes. When the exposure to the allergen, patient develop episode, their X-ray may be normal. In the case of bronchial asthma, during the patient is asymptomatic, and when the X-ray is abnormal in the COPD, it remain always abnormal. In the previous X-ray, we have seen the finding of the COPD. You can confirm by the pulmonary function test, spirometry. Spirometry is, once it become abnormal, it become never normal, is favor the COPD. But in the case of the bronchial asthma, spirometry may be normal during the two episode. When the patient has episode, then spirometry is show the obstructive pattern. In the bronchial asthma, episode is subside spontaneously or with the medication bronchodilator. But in the case of the COPD, airflow limitation is persistent. It gives some response to the bronchodilator. There is no reversion of COPD with any medication, but we can prevent but not cure. In COPD, bronchial asthma patient is away from the trigger factor. Patient can live normal life. Two components of the COPD. One is a chronic bronchitis and second is emphysema. When the patient is obese, we can justify which component is present in the patient. If the patient is obese, patient may have chronic bronchitis. If patient is thin and has stick in hand, it favors the emphysema. Age more than 60, old age, it favors the emphysema. Symptom is more important. In the case of the chronic bronchitis, symptom is chronic sputum production. In the case of the emphysema, shortness of breath is more. It is persistent and progressive. It is worse with the time. In the case of the chronic bronchitis, recurrent pulmonary infection, it gives the change the color of the sputum. In the emphysema, first lip breathing, every breath out, there is a first lip. It maintain the airway pressure during the expiration. Cyanosis and cor pulmonar is more common in the chronic bronchitis. Ultimately lead to the pulmonary hypertension. It occurs in the both. The X-ray is typical in emphysema. Means the hyperlucency in both lung field, teardrop part, rib are more horizontal, and dome of diaphragm are flattened or depressed. In the case of the chronic bronchitis, X-ray it is called dirty X-ray. Means the bronchiovascular markings are prominent in the both lung field. You may see the cardiomegaly in the case of the chronic bronchitis, and bullae formation in case of the emphysema. Now the differential diagnosis. When the patient has shortness of breath and chronic sputum production, means the chronic cough, one is bronchial asthma, and sputum production, second is bronchitis, and dry cough, patient of cardiac lesion is a congestive cardiac failure. And in case of the pulmonary TB, patient has chronic cough and sputum production also. So TB is considered as a differential diagnosis in the COPD. And bronchiolitis in this patient may have chronic cough and shortness of breath. So it should be considered in differential diagnosis of COPD. It is diagnosed by the spirometry. You may advise ECG to detect the cardiac abnormality and complete blood chemistry to identify the secondary infection with increased WBC count, which are the complications of the COPD. Now the COPD chances of the bullae formation. Bullae may rupture in the space, lead to the pneumothorax. Recurrent lung infection means exacerbation. Ultimately lead to the pulmonary hypertension. Hypertension cause right side heart failure. This is called cor pulmonale. Right-sided heart dilatation or hypertrophy secondary to the lung pathology, but not due to the left-sided heart lesion and develop PH. So the complication of the COPD is pneumothorax, exacerbation, 4P and PH. Now look at the X-ray. The lesion is both sides, mostly in the mid zone and lower zone. There is a radio illusions see multiple variable size and shape situated at the right middle and right lower, left middle and left lower zone. So diagnosis is the bronchiectasis. The multiple radiolution variable in size and shape lesion at the both lower zone. Some air space lesion having a air fluid level. Now the definition of bronchiectasis. This is the abnormal and permanent dilatation of the medium and small size bronchi. On clinical examination, clubbing of the finger and recurrent crepitation by the vascularization at the same site. We can suspect bronchiectasis by the chest radiogram and confirm by the CT thorax. Before CT invention, we do the bronchography and confirm the bronchiectasis. Now the CT is sensitive to the bronchography. In the CT thorax finding of the bronchiectasis are the signet ring sign, and second is the ratio of the bronchi with adjacent artery is greater than 1.5. The type of the bronchiectasis are the one is the cylindrical, varicose and cystic. Cylindrical is the most common. And complication of the bronchiectasis are secondary infection at the lesion site lead to the pneumonia. In the pneumonia, abscess formation is also present. It's called lung abscess, and the infection extend to the pleura, lead to the pulmonary effusion. There is a recurrent episode of the hemoptysis. Hemoptysis may be minimal or it may be massive, life-threatening hemoptysis. Hemoptysis may occur from the systemic circulation, which are the symptoms with bronchiectasis. One is a cartilaginous syndrome and second is a Young syndrome. Campbell syndrome. In cartilaginous syndrome, there is a dextrocardiac, situs inversus, sinusitis and bronchiectasis. Young syndrome, azoospermia, fertility, sinusitis and bronchiectasis. Look at the X-ray chest. There is a radio dense, white opacity, on right side in upper and mid zone, and well marginated at lower border, merged with the chest wall and with the mediastinum. There is no lung volume reduction or no shifting of the trachea and mediastinum. So the possibility is the consolidation. S-space consolidation, pneumonia. Now the definition of the pneumonia. It is an acute lower respiratory infection causes the inflammation of the lung parenchyma. There are two signs in the S-space consolidation or pneumonia. One is Sellout sign and second is air bronchogram sign may be present. In air bronchogram sign, the alveoli is filled with the fluid, exudate, blood cell and a positive organism. So no air in the alveoli, but draining bronchi is not filled with the exudate, but it having air. Air is dark on X-ray, surrounded by the exudative field. Alveoli looks white. This is called air bronchogram sign and Sellout sign. Sellout means there is an interface between the two different type of density. When the lung density is low compared to the consolidation area, so we can easily differentiate dark area from the white area. When in the dark area infection converted to the white area merged with the white area, so we can't differentiate from white to white, so they are totally merged. This is called Sellout sign. Now the type of pneumonia. Commonly community acquired pneumonia, develop pneumonia at the community level. Nosocomial pneumonia patient develop pneumonia at the hospital site. Admission for the other region and get the pneumonia. This is called nosocomial. Healthcare associated pneumonia and ventilator associated pneumonia. Now the community level pneumonia is called community acquired pneumonia. Pneumonia that occur 48 hours or more after admission, that was not in the incubating at time of admission. This is called hospital acquired pneumonia. ventilator-associated pneumonia. This is type of the hospital-acquired pneumonia that develop after 48 to 72 hours after endotracheal intubation. Hospital care associated pneumonia that occur in the non-hospitalized patient with the extensive healthcare contact for the medication, IV medication, second for the chemotherapy and wound care and hemodialysis within 30 days of development of the pneumonia. The mortality is more in the nosocomial, mostly in the ventilator-associated pneumonia. What to? If no improvement, fever should be subsided within 72 hours. If the fever is not subsided within the 72 hours, then we will suspect something. Given medication is not effective, means the positive organism are resistant to the given medication, or patient develop super infection at the admission site. Our diagnosis may be wrong, or it may be non-infectious, such as a rheumatoid arthritis, nodule, post-operative infection, obstruction of the bronchi due to the neoplastic lesion, inappropriate drug with the dose and duration. The patient required 6 hourly and we give the 12 hourly, then the inadequate dose of the given medication is also responsible for not improvement, development of the complication. When the patient develop complication such as a lung abscess or pleural effusion, patient is not improving with the given antibiotics. Which are the differential diagnosis of the consolidation? One is a collapse, second is a pleural effusion, pleural thickening, pulmonary agitation and post-pneumectomy. The complication of the pneumonia is a lung abscess, extension to the pleura due to the effusion, and multi-organ dysfunction is spread to the other organ. Look at the X-ray chest. The lesion is at the right upper zone. There is a hyperlucent in the upper part and radio dense, well demarcated by the line. I mean the lesion is having area and fluid both. I mean the chances of the lung abscess. Now the definition of the lung abscess. It is a liquefactive necrosis of the lung tissue and formation of the cavity containing debris and fluid. Common cause of the lung abscess showing air fluid level. One is a necrotizing pneumonia, cavitating CLA. Third is a pulmonary tuberculosis. Now the lung abscess are two types. One is a primary lung abscess and second is a secondary lung abscess. Primary lung abscess develop in the healthy lung, in which risk for the respiration is common. The head injury drug or alcohol develop the lung abscess, which is called primary lung abscess. But in the case of the carcinoma lung, develop post distal to the obstruction, first consolidation, not good, improvement with the given medication, and later on develop necrotic and airflow level. This is called secondary lung abscess. Now the lung abscess is more common on the right side, in the right lung. When anything go in the trachea, it go to the right side. In the sitting and standing, directly go to the posterior basal and posterior segment of the upper lobe. The complication of the lung abscess is effusion and empyema, bronchiectasis, and lung abscess to the other organ of the body. It is called metastatic abscess. Look at the X-ray shows a PA view, some edginess in the right lower and mid zone with in the size of heart. So X-ray is of cardiomegaly. Transverse diameter of heart is increased, so it is called cardiomegaly. When the cardiothoracic ratio increase more than 50%, cardiac size divided by the thoracic size, if it is greater than 50 in adult, you can say this is the cardiomegaly. But in the case of the neonatal, it should be more than 56, then it is considered abnormal. Common cause of cardiomegaly is congestive cardiac failure, pericardial effusion, multivalvular heart disease. Look at the X-ray chest and tell me the finding, diagnosis. X-ray chest PA view. There is a radio listen area on left lung. There is a well demarcated inner border and devoid of the lung marking in the hypollution area and flattening of the dome of diaphragm and contralateral shifting of the mediastinum. This finding is suggestive of the left pneumothorax. Definition of the pneumothorax is the accumulation of the air in the pleural space. Type of the pneumothorax is the spontaneous pneumothorax, and second is the traumatic pneumothorax. Spontaneous two type, primary spontaneous and second is the secondary spontaneous pneumothorax. Look at the X-ray. Red arrow shows the inner border, which is razor cut border, and in the dark area we can see the bronchivascular marking. Shifting of the mediastinum depends on the degree of the pneumothorax. Traumatic, when there is a chest trauma may be penetrating in the road accident or gunshot or knife penetration or blunt trauma hit with the stony material and with the rib fracture, the end of rib puncture the parietal pleura and lead to the pneumothorax. Traumatic pneumothorax is three types: closed, open and valvular. Differential diagnosis of the pneumothorax are myocardial infarction, pulmonary embolism and pneumonia. Acute onset with shortness of breath, chest pain. In all three conditions, MI, pulmonary embolism and pneumonia. So, all are considered in differential diagnosis of the pneumothorax. On X-ray, differential diagnosis of pneumothorax, there is a giant bully or big cavity treatment of the pneumothorax. One is a depend on the onset of pneumothorax. Second is the severity of the pneumothorax. And third is the underlying lung condition. So it is treated as a medical line of treatment. Require intercostal drainage tube or urodesis. X-ray shows radio dense single discrete opacity in the right mid zone. Well marginated, not associated with the alert lymphadenopathy or effusion, so it may be solitary pulmonary nodule. What is SPL? It is a single solitary discrete pulmonary region 3 cm or less than 6 cm in diameter, surrounded by the normal lung parenchyma and not associated with the atelectasis, adenopathy or pleural effusion. When the nodule less than 1 cm is normally not detected on chest radiogram. When it become more than 1 cm, so it is easily detected by the X-ray chest. Sometimes it is detected incidentally, X-ray taken for the other investigation. When you see the nodule, then we can think whether it is a benign or it is a malignant. If it is more than 2 cm, the aged person more than 60, irregular margin, history of the smoking, it favors the malignancy. So surgical intervention is essential when think above finding, and it may increase in the follow-up X-ray taken after 6 months or after 1 year. Now the differential diagnosis of the solitary pulmonary nodule is a neoplastic lesion. It is benign or malignant. Second is a hematoma, or it is a pneumonia, dermal cyst, and sequestration of the lung. The calcifier either node is common in the tuberculosis, second is the silicosis, and third is the sarcoidosis. Radiological finding: there is a multiple patchy radio dense opacity in the both upper zone. It favored the tuberculosis. Most common cause is tuberculosis. Type of the tuberculosis is the pulmonary TB or extrapulmonary TB. What it is the microbiologically confirmed or clinically diagnosed. Pulmonary effusion due to the TB is considered extrapulmonary tuberculosis. TB is diagnosed commonly by the sputum smear microscopy with supportive investigation such as a chest X-ray, which give the location and extent of the lesion of tuberculosis, and rapid diagnosis by the rapid molecular test. One is a SIGINT and LPA, RT-based nucleic acid amplification test, and line probe assay. Both can detect rifampicin resistant in tuberculosis. SIGINT only rifampicin resistant detection and diagnosis of the pulmonary TB, but by LPA we can diagnose TB and detect the rifampicin and isoniazid resistant, so we can start treatment of MDR if detected early. The new medication implementation in the MDR are bedaquiline and delamanid. Now the refreshing our knowledge. There are 3 X-ray. On one X-ray with triangle, there is a radio dense opacity. On 3 X-ray, radio dense opacity. In the triangular opacity, the dome of diaphragm go up, means decrease the lung volume. Second X-ray with round shadow having radio dense opacity but no lung volume reduction, means the after looking at the both dome of diaphragm. And the third X-ray shown by arrow, radio dense opacity right mid and lower zone, and dome of diaphragm on the right side is not visible. So X-ray with triangular arrow, it is due to the collapse. Big arrow is effusion, and round shadow is suggestive of pneumonia. These X-ray, which are the finding. There are multiple radio dense milliard size, equal in size and shape, distributed in the both lung field. So it may be miliary tuberculosis. Multiple milliard size, equal in size and shape, distributed uniformly in the both lung field. So it may be miliary. Differential diagnosis of the miliary mottling. One is a miliary TB, second is a pneumoconiosis, silicosis, viral infection, fungus, histoplasmosis, nocardia, sarcoidosis, hypersensitivity, pneumonia, tropical pulmonary eosinophilia, bronchoalveolar cell carcinoma, secondary metastasis from thyroid and kidney malignancy. X-ray by the red arrow. There is a air and fluid both with demarcated by the air fluid level. X-ray with the blue arrow. There is a hypollution area with clear cut inner border and develop the lung marking. Small red arrow X-ray shows air fluid level with obliteration of the left CP angle and not visualization of the left dome of diaphragm. And X-ray with the blue arrow with radio dense and elevation of the dome of diaphragm. So red arrow shows lung abscess, blue arrow shows right pneumothorax, blue arrow shows the collapse of left lung. In a small red arrow shows pneumothorax. Repeat. Same we have discussed in previous X-ray chest. Green arrow shows elevation of dome of diaphragm, left side with the radio dense opacity and trachea on the same side. With the lung volume reduction with the loss of the air. It due to the atelectasis, blue arrow with no lung volume reduction. So due to the consolidation, and arrow by the black. We can't see the dome of diaphragm left side, not on left side but on the right side. Right cardiac body is not visible and right CP angle also obliterated. So it is right lower effusion. Now the various type of the effusion. We can't see the left dome of diaphragm, CP angle and left cardiac border with a radio dense opacity, which is a typical pleural effusion. To the opposite, there is a dense opacity. Inner border is well marginated and at the costal margin there is a obtuse angle. This is the localized collection of the fluid. This is insisted effusion. The X-ray with a green arrow, there is a spindle shape, well marginated radiodense opacity at the level of the minor fissure. So it is a fissure effusion. X-ray adjacent to the fissure effusion. This X-ray you will see the apparent elevation of the Rydberg diagram with preservation of the right CP angle. So we can see apparent elevation of right dome of diaphragm, and apex of the right dome of diaphragm is shifted to the left side of the midclavicular line and suddenly drop to reach the CP angle. This is the subpulmonary effusion. Thank you.